Lantra is here in force in Birmingham today as the third of our series of roadshows through England promoting skills for our nation. We're focusing on really telling people in the centre of Birmingham about the skills that are required for a successful land-based and environmental sector, to encourage them to think about working in the sector or to become better consumers, users of the sector. One of the key messages that we are putting out today is that by the time of the Olympics in 2012, we're looking for over 300,000 people. In terms of sports pavilions, that's twice the number of people who get in Twickenham or over twice the number of people who get in Old Trafford. That's a lot of people we're seeking to join.
We're here in Birmingham because we want to talk to lots of people, and this is just a small part of the 17 industries that we represent, but it's glamorous, it's a bit of fun, and we're enjoying ourselves. It's high time we did this sort of thing. We've been talking to the target groups, the employers, the colleges and others, but to get in front of the public and actually talk to people who didn't really know much about training, didn't really know much about what does land-based really mean, and the diverse 17 industries we've got to talk about just put a different spin on what we've been doing, and doing it in public is sort of a message that we wanted to get across for a long time. We need more people with more skills into the land-based industries.
My name's James Pilcher. I'm from Evesham, originally from Birmingham, but I set my business up in Evesham now. I've been set up since last March. I qualified last March after doing a 4-year, 2-month apprenticeship. To start with, I went to college for 9 months at Morton Morrell to do a pre-farrier course, which is basically just a little insight into the career a little bit, and they give you a little bit of foraging exercises, and they teach you a little bit of theory, just to see whether you're going to like it and whether you're going to pursue it. And I did that for 9 months, and then you have to go on work placement to see, the job a little bit more in depth, because you go out every day, and that's when you decide whether you really want to do it or not. And with that, I stayed, and I did my 4 years, 2 months, going to college every 6 months for a block release. And after the 4 years, I took an exam, final exam, and I passed out. The importance of needing good farriers, it's really important because the standard needs to be kept up to make sure the job's done to the highest standard, and that's what Lantra and the MVQ system is all about. It's just keeping standards up. So it's all for the welfare of the horse. I love my job. I don't know what I'd do without it, and it's just I get up every day and I really do want to go to work. So I definitely recommend it.
My name's Linda Cooper and I work for the Guide Dogs for the Blind Association. I manage what we call the technical training programme. So my role on a day-to-day basis is ensuring that all our programmes are run. All our staff are trained internally, so we have 5 distinctive training programmes, and basically I manage those to ensure that we've got technical staff trained to deliver our services. We've got dog care and welfare staff which look after the dogs in kennels. We have puppy walking supervisors which look after dogs that are puppies out in people's homes. We've got a guide dog trainer role which does the early part of the dog training, and then we have guide dog mobility instructors who do the advanced side of the training and train them with clients. Best part, I would say, is working with the dogs. If you love animals, then it's a great place to work. But it's not a pet environment. They're working dogs. There's principles you need to apply to when you're there. So I suppose that's the best part, but it's also, if you want to just play fun with the dogs and everything else, it can be the worst part as well. Depends on what you want, but it is a great place to work.
I'm Richard Wall from Heart of England Raptors. I worked in the IT game for many years and was a qualified Microsoft professional and worked on various contracts for Microsoft and other organisations. And birds of prey had always been a passion of mine from when I was very young. But I had the opportunity not to have to work full time. I won't say semi-retired because I wasn't. In that particular time, I managed to go along to my local falconry centre as a volunteer. So I started as a volunteer as well, And after a couple of years of working with a gentleman who then went into retirement, I was offered the falconry business to purchase and to run. So yes, I nodded my head, and then all of a sudden was driving to work at my own falconry centre. So yes, I went from Microsoft Windows to Wings, I'm afraid. So these guys deserve to be looked after in the best possible way we can, and with the training that they can receive from falconry centres and the courses at Lantra and things like that, they go a long way to ensure that people who want to get over the whim of thinking, oh yes, I'd like to have one of those, into making an educated decision whether it's an industry they'd like to pursue and then get educated in.
So my name's Anne Nagel. I'm the Home Compost Advisor, normally working in Black Country in Staffordshire, and I'm here in the centre of Birmingham today. Okay, my job as a Home Compost Advisor entails going out to events to meet members of the public to advise them on how to make compost at home.
Okay, I'm PC Bob Butler. I work with the West Midlands Police Dog Section. My job involved now the selection and breeding of suitable dogs for police dogs, as well as taking part in the training of GP dogs, general purpose police dogs that do the biting, the criminal work, searching for missing people and property. I also undertake drugs refresher training and initial courses, and explosives training as well. The best bit about my job, there isn't one bit. I think it's just working with a dog. I like nothing more than taking a raw dog of 7 or 8 weeks old through to working and finding suspects out on the street, teaching the dog to search for drugs, going out there and recovering tens of thousands of pounds when we're searching for whether it be drugs or explosives or anything like that. It's just, there's not one thing really. There's so many things. You know, you're in a privileged role to do this, and anything where it's you and your dog as a partnership that perform well and get the results. You know, that's the best thing about the job.
My name's Andrew Brown Jackson. I'm an advanced craftsman with the Drystone Walling Association, and also a level 2 instructor, which is the highest award you can get. I run my own business in drystone walling, hedge laying, and other country crafts across the Midlands. Have worked abroad, and basically I'm a very happy man. In the old days it took 20 years to become a master craftsman. Nowadays, because we've got training centres, particularly with Lantra's involvement and the accreditation that we've got with the craftsman scheme from the DSWA, the Drystone Walling Association, it means that we will no doubt get master craftsmen within 10 years. Drystone walling is part of our heritage. It goes back 4,000 years when people became pastoral rather than hunter-gatherers. They trace this archaeologically across the world. Anywhere where there is stone, people who wanted to protect their holdings, their land, their animals, actually got this idea of putting 2 stones down and 1 across the joint. And it happened all over the world. It is in actual fact very satisfying. You can earn a good steady living at it, but you need to be qualified. I've got a standard to keep to, and that's part of my pride in my job and what I do, what I can give people through my skill.